Great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Ahmad Hardy, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Simmons on play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lanier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Perbula. He was only in this offense for a year. And, David, they go to Oxford to bring in Austin Simmons. And they've got a quarterback.
There he goes. Powers through. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Right back to Hardy on first down. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Splits.
They had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Longhorns offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the play it today. I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Here comes the heat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Lanier. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. The give to Hardy. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires quickly. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Mizz coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Hardy. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. It's complete. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 19,
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Throwing Simmons. Pulls it in. It's Lanier.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll give it to Hardy. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Maybe some room here. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Makes it past the marker. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Here's a give to Hardy. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Throwing Manning. Finds his man. It's Townsend. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Running inside is Smothers. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Rushes on him. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback making adjustments. Arch is going to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll give it to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The run inside. It smothers. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Arch Madness. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Here's Arch to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's
maybe a crease. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Mizz has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an intercept.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick 6s? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick 6, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Manning. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, give to Hardy. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Tigers with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium.
And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, Manning. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Quarterback making checks. Third down from the gun, Manning. Right down the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Simmons to throw. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff, it's Rodgers.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Zings it complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Simmons on the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Simmons makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. A little release to the back. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights, and that's going to tie it up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Texas offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The sure hands, it's Lee. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Missouri trying to convert this 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Running to Green. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Makes a grab and room to run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Simon. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Throwing Manning. Hauls it in. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Arch is going to throw for it. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Just keeps moving. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Using his legs, it's Roberts. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Texas sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offenses have their back against the wall, and they are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this.
Here's Manning to throw. Looking left. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end. A lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Texas sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Still running at the 40. There he goes down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Give as they work on that clock. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They go play action with Simmons. Finds his man. It's Harris. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not a lot of room to field this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Complete to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Arch Madness. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take. They choose from here on out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Roberts. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns stopped the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Quick release by the QB. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.